I'm here on Emma Lynch. She's got a bond violation. You wanted to talk to her.
Okay, do you mind bringing her up?
Yes, Miss Lynch. When we were here last time, you ordered her to have the interlock installed on her vehicle. She is not driving the vehicle. It's not drivable. We just need to switch her to a portable.
Oh, no.
And a no driver.
She has nothing. And it doesn't matter. We ordered you to have an interlock in a car. You haven't done anything and you're without any kind of devices whatsoever, right?
That was totaled and it's at my house right now, but I don't have I'm in a rental car that I'm not driving, so I don't have a car to put it in.
So you have no device.
That's correct.
You're not being monitored.
That's correct.
This is not a good thing, Miss Lynch, because I ordered you to have a device. And from what I understand here, you never even went and got it.
Just because she doesn't have a vehicle to put it on.
But you come back and you say, hey, judge, I don't have a vehicle. I need to do something else. You just don't, out of sight, out of mind. That's not the way things work.
Judge, for that violation as well, we instructed her in court and sent a message for her to report to 49 following court to get further instruction over everything so that we could figure out things from there, and she never reported.
Stephen. Miss Lynch, you haven't done anything. They've literally bent over backwards to help you and do stuff, and you haven't done anything.
I wanted to come in today.
The only reason you're here today is because I ordered you here
Yes,
today.
sir. Yes, sir.
She goes with you.
Yes, sir.
Emailed, texted, call, nothing, you know?
I understand. Would you consider setting her a new bond or do you?
Of course, 5,001. And then, you know, if she's unable to, then what's today, Friday, Monday, then we can talk. Okay?
That makes sense.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Aravalo, you were charged, how old are you, ma'am?
20.
Ma'am, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have already taken off on us 2 times. If it happens a 3rd time, you will stay with me. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lawyer?
No, sir.
I'm gonna appoint you one today and we will figure out where we go. Take a seat for me in the jury box, ma'am. Miss William, I'm sorry. Ma'am, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On November 14th, 2024, the officer observed the driver of a vehicle not wearing his seatbelt and the traffic stop was initiated. The motor vehicle was occupied by a front right passenger, the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle, and the driver stated there were no drugs or weapons in the motor vehicle. Prior to the motor vehicle search, the defendant stated she had a weapon inside the motor vehicle, and a search was conducted where the officer found a purse on the passenger seat containing a 9mm handgun and a bag containing a green leafy substance identified as marijuana based on training experience. The weight of the marijuana was 3.1 grams.
So they said there was a smell of,
There was an odor, yes, Your Honor.
so what happened with the driver?
I don't see a connected case for the driver, Your Honor.
Ma'am, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, ma'am? What do you do for a living? I didn't hear you. What did she
She
say?
said a DJ, Your
Oh,
Honor.
you're a DJ. Okay, and where do you work?
I just like bookings, parties, events, weddings, family reunions.
Okay, no more marijuana, ma'am. As long as you can abide, then we'll be fine. How much money do you make a month, ma'am?
800
On average, what do you say? What do you think?
I got in a week.
A month, on average. Are you able to afford a lawyer? You sure? Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am? It's okay. Let me give you a lawyer, okay? Just don't get in any trouble. Okay, all right. Do you mind giving her a lawyer, please? Or an application? I need you to fill an application for me. Fill it out. And then I'm gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer. Okay? Please.
This is another person. I have Hutcherson, for a plea.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So no PTI?
No PTI,
She knows about it, right?
yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Morning, Miss Hutcherson. It's Hutcherson. So you no interest in doing the PTI program?
She's currently in the
Your Honor,
PTI
she was
program.
just
She's
removed
terminated.
from
Oh, she was removed? Oh,
Yes.
I didn't have a,
got it. No, yeah, too late. Okay, so Ms. Hutcherson, you've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, ma'am, yeah, I just see that removed. You need to understand that this DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand that if you ever get pulled over, an officer is going to look at your history. They're going to see this DWI. If you smell like alcohol or dope, it's not going to go well. You know, the other thing, what we're doing today, it's not going to, I mean, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail from now on for whatever you pick up. So no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses, testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will stay on your record. You can never take it off. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, man? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. What do you do for a living, man?
I work as a receptionist.
And how much money do you make?
I bring home
I want you to understand something, ma'am, that, you know, DWI is big business. There's a $3,000 surcharge that usually is tacked on when you pick up a DWI. And when you get a second DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, you go to jail for every $100 that you owe. You understand? I will waive your fees now. I'm not, it's next time, it's around $7,000 you're going to be walking out. So if you want to get lit, just don't get into a car. $20 a button will take you anywhere you want to go. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
You run it. Oh, I have to suspend your license. I'm suspending it for 180 days. Thank you so much. I forgot. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant are married. On November 16th, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in reference to an assault. The officer met with the complainant, who stated the defendant and him had a verbal altercation that began the night prior, due to the defendant thinking the complainant was talking to another woman on the phone. The complainant stated he tried to sleep, but the defendant wouldn't stop arguing. The complainant stated that he slept in a separate bedroom, but the defendant came into the bedroom at 5 a.m. and started yelling at him, accusing him of cheating. The complainant stated he tried to walk out when the defendant struck him with a closed fist right between his eyes, causing him to feel pain and discomfort. The complainant stated he feared for his life and had no other choice but to call 911.
Okay, Ms. White, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do we know if he wants to have contact with her?
Let me see if a rip has been done, Your Honor.
Please.
No rip has been done, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't know if he wants to have contact with you. So until I know, I'm ordering you not to have contact with this person. A protective order has been issued in this case. I would suggest you get to know it, because if you violate the protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you, a violation of a protective order. And it's one of the worst cases that you can pick up. Do you understand, man? So you're not to have contact with this person and not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you work, man?
I do.
What do you do for a living?
I'm school bus driver,
What kind of money do you make a month?
$1,000 a month.
Okay, we're gonna reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box. So we'll get your bond finished. You'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. Okay? Please. So no contact, no weapons. Please.